Hi everyone, and welcome to our appointment with the light dedicated to office lighting. As usual, you will find a chat box on the right, so please write to us if you need any information, have any questions or want to know more. Have you ever thought about how artificial light affects your working life and how our habits have changed over the years? These are the questions we asked Jacopo Acciaro, owner of Voltaire Lighting Design in Milan. Well, we're witnessing major changes in the office world. You know, offices used to be closed clusters. They used to be individual units where people would work in a, I would say, rather isolated way. We currently see more open space offices favoring dialogue among the employees, promoting quick exchange of information and also interaction among people working in the various areas of the office. Certainly the concept of space and time has changed a lot. The time you spend at your desk today is completely different from the past. Thanks to the LED technology and electronic control systems, the companies are developing increasingly new ideas, increasingly new concepts with greater flexibility and dynamic features of the lighting fixtures. We're also witnessing an increase in the number of certifications, with a subsequent need to comply with the standards such as LEED and more recently WELL. These concepts imply great respect for comfort and great respect for energy values. High efficiency, high accuracy in glare control, great focus on the qualitative parameters of light. UGR is a very important parameter which the companies have to aim at with great accuracy and also great flexibility. It is important to develop solutions with a dual goal, direct and indirect, where direct lighting is very precise and comfortable and indirect lighting allows for highly performing distribution. A very important parameter is always that of being able to find the right relationship between the artificial light and the natural light. Therefore, systems must feature daylight detectors which are capable of interacting with the lighting fixture and function in a dynamic and synergistic way. When a luminaire is developed for the office world, one cannot neglect the aesthetic appearance of the final solution. Therefore, the lighting fixtures have to be compact in size, and above all, they must be made in various finishes, color shades and materials, because they need to fit in different settings which change continuously. The new office and workplace vision requires dual efforts on the part of lighting designers, who must be able to offer solutions that are both unique and appropriate for changing physical spaces. Before presenting our proposals, our solutions to you, I'd like to tell you how we develop a product, what the eye-led method is about. The eye-led method is indeed a very practical and probably unconventional approach to the product. Normally, before the release of any luminaire, a company tests the lighting effect using virtual calculation tools only, while at Linea Light Group we combine this automated process with a hands-on direct study. Our design team examines the light by comparing the values measured by the photogoniometer with those resulting from the product installed in an area that reproduces the actual conditions. This procedure allows us to have a tangible feedback and, above all, to always maintain a special connection with the perception of light, which is, after all, the most precious thing we can transfer to the end user. Lighting an office, regardless of how it is structured, is a complex procedure that requires, as we all know, compliance with certain important parameters like UGR values, average illuminance, refractive indices, and so on. In some cases, more specific parameters must also be taken into account, such as cylindrical illuminance, the respect of which guarantees good brightness and luminosity, not only of the environment, but everything solid inside that area, including the users of that area and their faces. In offices, classrooms, meeting rooms, or any room where good visual communication is required, mean cylindrical illuminance should never be less than 150 lux. Compliance with this value automatically implies considerable reduction in shadows, which, for example, during the now very frequent video conferences, enhance dark circles under the eyes and give rise to the phenomenon known as the panda effect. Since nothing can be left to chance, we believe that exchanging views with professionals is a major asset that has allowed us over the years to calibrate our offering according to the different needs and market segments. If, for example, one is looking for diffused lighting with a UGR of less than 19, but the physical space doesn't allow for a pendant lamp, one can rely on compact high-performance downlights such as woofer or loro. If, on the other hand, you have large rooms with numerous workstations, Rollip is certainly the most suitable family. This is actually a very extensive collection, but today we've decided to present two versions, one suspended and one recessed. The first one is called Rollip 60, and thanks to the brand new roll diffuser, allows you to have uninterrupted lines of light without joints, up to 10 meters in the version with UGR less than 19 and 20 meters with an opal filter. The second one, Rollip Pro, is the perfect solution in case of very low ceilings or even finished ceilings, because its small thickness, equal to the thickness of a sheet of plasterboard, 1.3 centimeters, allows us to install it easily without intervening on the load-bearing structure of the wall or ceiling. We've also decided to present two products meant for those who want to improve the quality of their work by reducing noise and reverberation. The first is Derby, a decorative suspension lamp with a harmoniously shaped, fire-retardant, sound-absorbing panel that houses two light sources: direct microcell light with UGR of less than 16 and indirect diffused light. The second is part of one of our most iconic collections and is dedicated to those who prefer more rigorous geometric shapes. We're talking about Tour, a single or dual emission pendant luminaire whose circular, square or rectangular frame supports the sound absorption panel in a grey, black or anthracite finish. Finally, let's consider which products we can select for projects requiring a strong aesthetic component together with high performance. The first is Clear Modular, a suspension lamp with an extremely slender structure that produces a diffused dual emission light that spreads evenly throughout the room. Clear is perfect for lighting offices located inside prestigious buildings, embellished with frescoes or valuable architectural elements, because thanks to its characteristic transparency, when switched off, it disappears almost completely from view without interfering with its surroundings. Transparency is the common feature of both Clear and Oxygen, a lamp body available in fun colors that is ideal for use in environments where monitors are present. Thanks to its totally screened source, oxygen prevents any type of reflection that may affect the user's eyes, so that they can enjoy viewing from any position where they may be sitting with respect to the screen. We've seen that we can offer a different solution for every need, but what if the room to be illuminated requires various lighting effects? We've realized that the office is not just a place where the user works, but has become a multifunctional space where guests are welcomed, where meals are taken, or where people spend their lunch break reading, for example. It is in view of these multiple uses that we have developed an all-around functional system that is capable of uniformly illuminate not only the work area but also the surrounding environment, thus allowing the users to manage their workplace in the best possible way. The universal solution we're presenting today is called Modus. It is a linear suspension system that gives the designer maximum freedom to combine the modules, with the possibility to insert different modules every 15 centimeters, thus making it possible to interpret the environment and highlight its peculiarities. In this case, we can really talk about interpreting spaces because every physical space has its own special characteristics, and it's the task of light to highlight them and give them the right importance. The fixture consists of a linear profile of only 4 centimeters thickness. Its lower part is for fixing the modules, while the upper part is characterized by soft indirect light emission. The indirect beam is generated by circuits to which special lenses with an aperture of 150 degrees are applied, allowing us to obtain homogeneous lighting and eliminating unpleasant ceiling lamps, even in the case of installation on very low ceilings. Indirect emission is available in 2 monochrome versions, 3500 and 4000 degrees Kelvin, and in the dynamic white version, the technology that, based on the circadian cycle, works by adjusting the color temperature according to the phases of the day in a range from 2700 to 5000 degrees Kelvin in order to improve the well-being and productivity of the users. Let's now discover the modules and the corresponding lighting scenarios, starting with those designed to ensure maximum visual comfort. The first one is the microprismatic diffuser, specially designed to distribute light uniformly with low levels of glare over the entire work surface, not just over individual desks, but also workstations facing each other. Available in 3 sizes and 3 different finishes, this module is the only one that is also available as a standalone unit. Therefore, it can be installed as a standalone unit. The second module is the one with anti-glaring microcells, which provide direct light with setback optics. As for accent lighting necessary to highlight decorative or furnishing details, one can choose between 3 variants of adjustable spotlights in white and black finish, 2 projectors, 7 and 12 watts, and a module composed of 3 extractable microprojectors type Optus X. Finally, we've also the cell wall washer model to ensure uniform illumination of walls, display cases and shelving. This module, like all the others, can be installed with a simple click. It has a special feature in that it can be oriented and therefore installed on both the right and left. Given the historical period and taking into account trends, changes and ever-changing requirements, if we were asked why it is so important to have quality light in the office environment, we could answer in 1,000 different ways, but the truth is that there is only one main and most important reason. The working environment, the office, is the place where we spend most of our day, where we develop our ideas, we express ourselves, so taking care of it is the same as taking care of ourselves. Our mission is to accompany the users in their daily lives, enhancing the spaces dedicated to them with products that are not an end in themselves, but have the ability to adapt to their surroundings, to respond to the various needs in a concrete manner, and combine pragmatism and dynamism. I would say it's all for today. Thank you very much for joining us. If you need any information or more details, you can contact us through the dedicated section of our website, linealight.com.